Hey there, part-timers. Once again, Santon from Anton Bay, taking a look at some more comic books. Thank you guys for stopping by the collection room. We are plugging our way through Guardians of the Galaxy. I love this series. It's I've mentioned before. This is one I owned before, but was never able to like reacquire. This happens to be an absolutely gorgeous cover. This is Alita. She's one of the most, I think, one of the Marvel's best looking gals. This era of art just always spoke to me. I thought her costume was always really cool. Good color combination. And we're duking it out in issue 33 with the Badoon homeworld and the Badoon. Well, they're green aliens that aren't Skrulls, and they're not the Snark. They're like another green alien, but they're the same color green. They're basically like, what do you call them? Like lizard chimps or something. Yeah, not cool. Plus, we got a story wrap up, so we've got to have what's his face, Doctor Strange, in here. As you guys may know, I'm not ever a fan when Doctor Strange shows up in your comic. That's just doesn't bode well. Alita and the Star Child. Cool stuff. I loved the way they drew space in this comic. There's been a few times I occasionally paint, and I basically try to emulate and get that feel of space. I've done some landscapes and some pyramids and some stuff, but I do try the occasional space painting, and they came out, I thought, really well. And I want to just say that most of what I learned about coloring or painting space, I learned from this book. That was a nice spread page there. Dave's Comics. I ordered comics from Dave's several times. Here we got Charlie 27. He has been knocked out of the fight. He is completely hairless. Even his eyebrows are burnt off. Was that a... what company is that? Huh. $1 Comics. Huh. Don't see who the seller is. Maybe it's Marvel themselves. That's wild. But as I've mentioned before also, like I just love this era for the art and for everything like that. And who is it? Who do you think it is? But it's Yellow Jacket. Can we keep her? I always loved this Yellow Jacket design. Thought it was super cool. Yeah, art in this era is good. There's only so far one issue that I found that the art is kind of crap. And I don't know why Martinex is still around. I could have swore he was long gone. I don't remember him being in Guardians this long. And much like The One Who Knows, I feel like I should know, because I remember this vaguely. We got appearances from the Doctor Doom. Yeah, just look at her uniform. Like, it just looks fantastic. I know the shoulders kind of block your peripheral vision, but for that costume, it just works. Beautiful space. And of course, this ages Sorcerer Supreme is basically a big worm guy with no mouth. Kind of lame sauce. Feel like the pages stuck together here, but I'm not positive. Yep, there's definitely two pages there. There they go. You got Rancor. Great descendant of Wolverine. Ad for baseball cards back when everybody seemed to collect those. Myself included, I had a few baseball cards. Mile High Comic, America's largest comic dealer. I almost got to go to them recently. I did not. I opted to bypass that. I feel like maybe I shouldn't have, Dormammu. See, that's the problem. Whenever you get Doctor Strange, you get that. I remember this ad. It's a good bet. Kids' favorite mutants ain't turtles. And I was just thinking, well, why not? Like, I love Marvel, I love X-Men and everything like that, but like, come on, guys. You're gonna really take a swipe at the Ninja Turtles, the single most popular thing in the world at the time? Charlie's still out. Dormammu is still there. But I'm not too worried about it because we got Doctor Strange floating around here. We've got Wonder Man. We got the freaking Spirit of Vengeance and Fire Lord, plus the Phoenix. I think we're safe. And Alita herself is basically an alpha class superhero in any right. This twerp, she like is a Skrull, but she's a Skrull who's part of a weird cult. And they feel sorry for her, but her allegiance is still to the cult, so she cannot be trusted. Tiny Toon Adventures. Oh, Marvel in the 90s. Oh, what is that guy? Eternity? I forget about him. I remember the Living Tribunal, but I always forget about Eternity. I don't know anyone who collected basketball cards. Big, beautiful art. Baseball cards, yes. Basketball cards, not as much. She does help out. It's not like she's a total waste, but like still most of the time, she cannot be trusted. And that's just, I mean, that's just obvious. But we are not done with Dormammu, who I always thought looked really lame the way they animated him. For some reason, whenever I see that print, that design on him, I always think of him like an oven mitt. He's hot, and there's like stripes on him. He's padded. I don't know. I just always think of oven mitts whenever I see Dormammu's face. The thing, you get some of these story arcs. I normally love the book, like 100%, and I do love the book. But sometimes, I gotta say, the story arcs with so many super powered, like, god tier characters, it gets a little old, like that part of it. It feels like the normal guy has like no stake in this fight at all. And even the lower powered characters from the team, like Nikki and Charlie, who are by far the more interesting personalities and things like that, they kind of run out of things to do when you're fighting massive god type creatures. If you stick to the plots that are a little bit cooler and a little bit closer to home and less cosmic, it does quite a bit better, at least as the readability goes. But even that, in the massive god type battles and stuff like that, I gotta give it to him. You get beautiful art, beautiful renderings of space, and just pretty awesome looking layouts of stuff. I mean, look at that. That's a cool layout. That whole page. At last, I killed Doctor Strange. The only thing keeping him in check all this time. All right, well, that wraps up our next installment there. 33, 34, 35, and 36. One of the best beautiful covers in my opinion. That's Guardians. We'll be burning our way through the whole series. I love the book. It's been, gosh, it's been probably forever. It's been forever since I read this. I probably read these when I was 15 or 16, so it has been a while. But it is great to have them back. Couldn't get them for the quarter bin price that I originally did, but I do appreciate that I was able to pick them up still. Thank you guys so much for watching. You part-timers are the best. I will catch you guys later. Bye.